Anger is temporary madness. That's something the Stoic Roman philosopher Seneca said centuries ago. He even stated that no plague has cost the human race more than anger. And if you've ever been truly angry, like seeing red kind of angry, not thinking straight, you know exactly what he meant. Because in that moment, you're not really yourself. You say things you don't mean. You act in ways you'd normally be ashamed of. You don't think clearly. You just react. And it feels like the anger takes over, like temporary madness. And when it passes, you're left with the damage, with the actions of a version of yourself you don't even recognize. And almost always, it ends in regret. Now, I just want to say that not all anger is bad. There's a kind of anger that's necessary, that's protective. It shows up when someone crosses your boundaries, disrespects you, or mistreats someone you love. That kind of anger, that's healthy. It's useful. It wakes you up. It says, this isn't right. And it helps you speak up or step away. It's a natural response to injustice, and it plays an important role in keeping us safe. But the kind of anger Seneca was talking about, and the kind I'm talking about here, isn't that. It's the kind that shows up out of nowhere. It's snapping at people you care about because you're stressed or overwhelmed. It's letting a minor inconvenience turn into a full-blown outburst. It's taking out your frustration on someone who had nothing or little to do with it. That kind of anger, it feels powerful in the moment, but it quite literally robs you of your clarity. You think you're in control, but really you've lost it. Seneca said, anger is momentary insanity. Avoid it as you would a madman. And he was right. Because when you're in it, you don't see things as they are. You twist facts to justify your feelings, and you become obsessed with being right. And worst of all, you lose sight of the person standing in front of you. They stop being someone you care about and start looking like an enemy, even if all they did was a mistake. And that anger, when acted on impulsively, rarely makes things better. 99% of the time, it just creates more mess to clean up. Think about the last time you blew up on someone. Would you have said the same things if you were calm? Would you have acted the same way if you'd just taken 10 seconds to breathe? Probably not. And that's why Seneca believed you should never act while angry, even if your anger is justified. Because yes, anger might give you energy, but it steals your sense of judgment. And when your emotions are driving you, when your emotions are driving your mind, when your emotions are in control, it's hard to stay aligned with what actually matters to you. Your values stop guiding your actions. So what do you do with that anger instead? You need to pause and you need to let the wave pass. You need to ask yourself, what is this really about? Is this emotion mine, or did I pick it up from somewhere else? Am I angry because something happened, or because I feel out of control? And if you're not ready to speak calmly, walk away. Not as a sign of weakness, but as an act of strength. Because anyone can lash out. But it takes real self-respect to protect your peace and not let your worst moments define you. And if you've been on the receiving end of someone else's anger, you probably know how deeply those words can cut. Anger doesn't just affect you. It leaves lasting imprints on the people around you too, especially the ones who love you the most. So if for no other reason, choose to be mindful of your anger, not just for yourself, but for the people around you. The ones who learn from the way you handle pressure, conflict, frustration, and the ones who quietly absorb your energy, even when you don't say a word. Now, we're all human, and you're going to get angry sometimes. You're going to have moments you wish you handled differently. But you can catch it sooner. You can slow yourself down. And you can choose to respond appropriately, calmly, instead of exploding. Anger starts like madness, but it doesn't have to end in regret. Not if you choose to pause and think before responding. To feel anger without becoming it. And to walk away before it turns you into someone you're not.